Good afternoon, everybody. Big Mike back here with you once again. Today, I am bringing you my predictions for this weekend's NWA Special Always Ready, named after Matt Cardona himself. We'll talk about it. So, grab yourself something to drink, a little snack maybe, and let's get right into it. So, first match on the card, we have the debut of Samuel Shaw. That's right, Sam Shaw coming to the NWA after his stint in NXT as Dexter Lumis. And he is taking on yet another former WWE talent, Brian Myers. There's no way Shaw loses this. I am sorry, Myers. I love you. This is Shaw's NWA debut. He's going to get a big win here. Next up, we have Taya Valkyrie, the champ, the AAA Women's Champion, and now, well, I guess it's kind of spoilers. I don't know when exactly it happened, but the MLW Featherweight Champion. And she is taking on Nolita Markova, I believe her name is. Yeah, that's her name. This is Taya's NWA debut, and I don't believe she's losing either, so Taya Valkyrie. Next up, we got a three-way tag team match playa, as we have the Fixers, Jay Bradley and Wrecking Ball Legursky, taking on Ricky and Kerry Morton. That is a father-son duo. And H.A. Kazara, I believe his name is. He recently debuted on Power. No, it was NWA USA last week, I believe. And a mystery partner. Ooh. As much as I'd say the mystery team gets the win, I think I'm going to go with the Fixers, because they have a little bit more momentum, and honestly, I'd like to see them against the champs. I think they've earned it. Next up, we have a bit of a sad match, as it is a retirement match, as Aaron Stevens takes on Trevor Murdoch. Now, like I said, as advertised, this could be Aaron Stevens' last match. If you don't know who Stevens is, he's the former Damien Sandow. And Trevor Murdoch's, he's a former NWA World Champion. As much as I think Stevens would win this match, if this is a true retirement match, I think Murdoch gets the win here, because it just makes sense to me. Here's our first title match of the night, as the NWA television title is on the line, as Tyrus defends against Matthew Mims. Now, Mims recently participated in a body slam challenge by Tyrus to earn this spot, although I did see the spot. It was more of a power slam than a body slam, but semantics, he earned this shot. Excuse me. And as much as I want to say Mims gets the win here, I think we get a little bit of a screwy finish, and Tyrus retains. As much as I think Mims has earned it, I don't think they're taking the title off Tyrus just yet. Next up, the NWA National Championship is on the line, as Jax Dane, the Dane Event, takes on Chris Adonis, the former NWA National Champion. I think Dane retains here, and then maybe we see a new face come on out to challenge him, because I think the national division, I guess you could call it a division, could use a new face. Next up, the NWA World Tag Team titles are on the line as Laura Belgian, Mecha Wolf, and Bestia 666 take on the Commonwealth Connection, that being Doug Williams and Harry Smith, Davey Boy Smith's kid. This one's gonna be tough to call because I really like both teams. Commonwealth Connection went really far in the Crockett Cup. They made it to the finals against the Briscoes, which was one of my favorite matches of the year so far. If you haven't seen it, go check it out. It's beautiful. I'm torn on this. I really am. I'm gonna go with La Rebellion here, because there might be something later in the night involving the champ and the challenger. Just wait. Next up, the NWA Women's Tag Team Championship on the line as the Hex, Alice and Kay and Marty Bell, take on Pretty Empowered, which is Alyssa Envy and Kenzie Page. This is a bit of a rematch from, was it the Crockett Cup or was it something else? I think they had a match on NWA TV at some point. So they are very familiar with each other. And it wasn't a bad match at all, so this rematch should be fun. I think the Hex keep these titles. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Kenzie Page. Aaliyah Envy, I'm not super familiar with. I've seen her a couple of times, and she's decent. But I like the Hex's chances. I think they're good. Next up, the NWA Women's World Championship on the line as Camille, I believe, takes on her most challenging challenger yet. Didn't even mean to do that. In Kylan King. Now, King has been pretty much a AEW Dark / Elevation figure, which is, yeah, I'm glad I watched those shows to see talent like her. And I'm happy she found her way to the NWA. I think this is a pretty neat spot for her. As for who's winning, Camille has been dominant, and I think the dominance continues. Although I do believe this is going to be a pretty damn good match. Alright, next up, the NWA Junior Heavyweight title, meaning it's kind of cruiserweighty, but I don't believe there's a weight limit. There might be a weight limit. As Homicide takes on PJ Hawks. Now, PJ is usually in a tag team with his father. His father got hurt at the Crockett Cup. And I believe PJ beat Kobe Carino for this shot, I believe. And yeah, I believe this is going to be a great match. And I think still champion Homicide. And now finally, our main event. I hope that this is kind of a card subject to change kind of deal, as Matt Cardona defends his NWA World Championship against Nick Aldis. Now, Cardona suffered an injury at a GCW event a couple weeks ago, and I believe he just got released from the hospital after surgery on his arm. So I don't think he's going to be wrestling. Although I could be wrong. Look at what Cody did at Hell in a Cell. Like, he tore his pec. That was nuts. So what I think is going to happen is that Cardona, instead of going in himself, will use someone from the Cardona family, whether that's VSK or Mike Knox. I was going to say maybe it was Myers, but he's in the match. So I think due to shenanigans, meaning I believe Myers is going to cost Aldis, and, technically winner and still champion Matt Cardona, although he does have a lot of healing to do, so Uh, that's a tough one. As much as I like Nick Aldis, I think he works better in the chase over being champion, if that makes any sense. Although I could be completely wrong, and maybe we have a night-wide tournament that Aldis gets a bye for or something. I don't know. Either way, I think still it is still listed here as Cardona being in the match, so we'll see what happens. I'm gonna say still champion, but we'll see what the plan is moving forward. Alright, that is it for me. I hope you guys all enjoyed. Please remember to like, comment, subscribe. Let me know your predictions for this pretty stacked show. And we got some pretty fantastic events coming forward. We got Impact Wrestling Slammiversary. We got part 2 of AAA Triple Mania. And then, of course, one of the big ones, Forbidden Door, AEW New Japan. I can't wait for those. But first, we're always ready. Hope you guys enjoyed. See you next time. Peace.